Hi, this is Just Janet, and today I'm going to speak about depression. How does depression happen? Most often than not, we undergo stress, a certain level of anxiety, and prolonged cases such as these can actually cause us to get into depression. I'm, however, going to talk about stress particularly and how that leads to a certain amount of depression. It's funny how we want or keep searching for something our entire lives, but we actually don't work towards it. One of them being this constant state of being in stress. What is stress? Stress, if we go onto the net, we find a lot of definitions, but it is basically an emotional experience which is accompanied by certain physiological, biological changes that usually occur in challenging situations. Now, stress can be of two kinds, good and bad. The good ones, for example, are like you're arranging a party or you're working on a personal project that you are passionate about. You're in the zone, you're in the flow, it's something that you look forward to. And so, this kind of stress in terms of logistical arrangements or trying to finish a deadline doesn't seem as stressful. It gives you a certain amount of joy when it is achieved. Bad stress, on the other hand, is something that you're not really happy to be in that experience. It could be battling an illness, it could be being in a bad marriage or a relationship, or you are at a job that you're not happy with, but you have so many deadlines to meet and you're in a constant state of stress. Um, Now, stress, like I said, if it's the good kinds, it's good for us. It keeps us on our toes. It helps you achieve the goals that you've always wanted to, kind of motivates you to live a good, fulfilling life, right? But when stress is going to keep increasing all the time, it affects you negatively. It affects your immune system. It affects your cardiovascular functioning. Also affects your general basic functioning, like you may have insomnia. You can and we all know when we are deprived, we are moody. The mood swings happen. You have constant headaches. It's a general feeling of being unhappy. When we speak to people might come and tell you, known people like your family and friends, they will come and they will possibly tell you, you know what, you're not alone, everyone is going through it. Everyone is going through it, yes. But do we have to live with it? I don't think so. And that's exactly why therapy is important, counseling is important. Again, you might say, why therapy? Why counseling? Why do I have to go to speak to somebody I don't know and maybe spend money on it? A therapist or a counselor is somebody who is a non biased person who sees your problem from a different perspective. They will not tell you things like, it's okay, like pat you on the back and say, it's fine, you're not alone, everybody else is going through it, and it's the journey of life. Instead, they will listen to you, they will try to understand where your stressors are and actually guide you through this situation that you are facing. Anxiety, stress can cause panic attacks, and when nothing is functioning properly in your life, that can lead to depression. You're generally feeling like nothing is going well for me because I'm not able to focus, I'm not able to concentrate, I'm not able to sleep, I'm not able to eat. All of these things, when there is no balance, you are bound to be depressed. And depression, anxiety, stress is as real as any other disease that we face. A recent study done by Cigna TTK Health Insurance actually tells us that 89% of people who are living in India are going through stress, which is more than the global average, which shows as 86%. Yes, this research also says that stress is primarily in the work area as well as financial. But think about what you go through in life. It's not just about work and not just about finances. It's also about the relationships that you are in. It's also about general basic functioning. Some people find it so difficult to socially interact, especially when they get into depression. Um, Again, coming back to why counseling and therapy can help you and really make that difference is because there are ways that you can overcome this. When you see something in a different light, from a different perspective, it's easier for you to understand how you can tackle the situation and how you can get out of it. How can you free yourself from it? Um, Depression and anxiety is not something that we should be living with. Yes, you are not alone. You can definitely have a better, more fulfilling life. But you also have to make the effort to be able to talk to somebody who has the experience, the maturity, and the ability to guide you into something that can help you live a better life. People who are going through depression or anxiety, panic attacks, some of them may be able to overcome it with simple things like, for example, meditation. It really helps you calm down and maybe get things into perspective. But there are a lot of people who are unable to deal with it. They can't think clearly. So, going to somebody who can, talking to somebody who will be able to help you out of it is the best thing you can do. Also, a lot of people tell me things like, I feel ashamed to tell someone that I am going to a therapist. There is nothing to be ashamed of. If you need help, you need help. It's as simple as that. So, if you do know of anybody who's going through a situation like this but is unable to come out of it, it would be great if you can help that person out, either yourself or direct them towards a counselor or a therapist. These are the kind of topics that I will be coming up with, and talking about how certain things in our life that causes us or bogs us down, how those can be overcome. Um, Again, this is just Janet, and with more of my videos, I hope that you will be able to see some light, some kind of, how do I say, guidance in terms of how we can overcome difficult, stressful situations and stay away from depression. Goodbye.